My name is Raven Chester, and this is my reflective commentary on writing instruction. So, first thing that I learned about writing throughout this course was in Module 1, whenever we read about Graham's Chapter 1, and kind of the way that he viewed writing and what it took. And so, for writing and writing instruction, a positive learning environment is crucial. Students should be able to feel confident, comfortable, and their creativity and imagination should be encouraged to be used throughout the classroom. Graham also thought that things should be taught explicitly, whether that was writing strategies or the foundations of writing. Um, Also, he felt like writing should be related to their prior experiences or their background knowledge to kind of make them feel the connection of real world. And then we should combine and collaborate reading and writing to really enhance the writing experience. So, when it comes to writing instruction, the first thing that I feel like I really learned was that whenever you're writing, you should still be giving explicit instruction while you are teaching them how to write, whether that's specific instruction on how to make word choice or their vocabulary or word study, word choices. Instruction on specific skills that you want them to learn should be modeled for them to have a high quality writing instruction presented. Another thing I learned about writing instruction is it goes really well when paired with a mentor text. In Horton's article, you could kind of see how you can use the author and the author's choices within their book and in different genres of books to really enhance and have the students notice and discuss what techniques and things that they saw. That way they can start using them in their own writing. And then another part of writing instruction that I felt like was crucial that we learned about was writing workshop. And then I just pulled this from Kissel's article, and it says, in a writer's workshop, the emphasis is placed on the writer. The writer influences the mini lesson that's presented. It leads the conference with the student where you're hearing them talking about it more than you're talking. It's really student led. And then they determine their purpose and their audience. It engages in the process and then crafts a product, seeks response and feedback, and then asserts their voice. And I feel like we see that a lot throughout this course is really how writing can help students find their voice as long as you kind of work alongside them to allow them to do so. This page just gives you more direct references and examples from the research and from the readings that we have done throughout the course. In Hansen's article, whenever you connect reading and writing experiences, students start to notice their decisions of peers or even authors that they have read, and then they can start to use those writing techniques, seek acceptance and feedback from others, and then they can maintain the self discipline when composing text. So they learn the skills that are genre specific to then implement those skills whenever doing genre specific writing. And then I pulled this picture from Kissel's article about Writer's Workshop and how that really looks, and how like the teacher should have all the students come together. They should be discussing. They should be interacting. In the mini lesson in the beginning, the teacher should be modeling. She could use mentor text. She could use whatever she needed. And then they go into that writing and conferencing time where it could be either collaborative writing amongst peers or it could be individual where the teacher is flowing around, observing, assessing, and giving that one-on-one conferencing to students as they need that to really enhance their writing. And then I pulled another quote saying that mini lessons, conferences, and authors' chairs really give students an opportunity to reflect and respond to their writing. Whenever you think writing, you think of putting stuff down on paper, but whenever the kids start to have discourse and communicate and discuss their learning, that's whenever their writing really enhances because their knowledge is enhancing as well. I chose these 8 writing strategies that I felt like were common themes amongst all of the readings, all of the videos, all of everything that we had to do throughout this course. You could see that in writing, whenever you gave explicit instruction, and especially whenever you paired mentor text to a writing experience, the students' vocabulary skyrocketed. They got that rich language exposure and they started to demonstrate it as well. And then whenever you give them that vocabulary instruction, that not only enhances their language, but it also enhances their writing. And then we saw several times throughout the course in the videos or in other websites that word study is really important. Word choice is hard, composing sentences is hard. So really using the writing strategy of focusing on word study, focusing on vocabulary really enhances their writing. I've already talked about explicit instruction. Building a writing community and a positive learning environment is crucial for any child's development, social or academic. But having the students talk to their peers, having the students talk to the teacher, share their reading and their writing to get feedback, to give feedback, creating a community where they feel comfortable and confident in their writing is really important. Conferencing with students, that's very important. You need to be discussing with them things that you can support and scaffold and differentiate for them. Conferencing with them to help give them that one-on-one or small group support to help their individual writing to make them feel valued and seen and like their voice is heard. Connecting to background in any content area is important. That helps them see relevance, that helps give them pedagogy that is crucial and critical. Doing a think aloud, modeling what the children should be doing and giving them a visual of like, oh, I can do what I just saw Miss Chester do. Daily writing exposure, they need to write every day. And then self-directed opportunities are really important. You really want the student to lead their learning because that's when they do their best learning. This page again just shows you the research and the specific articles where I found my examples and what kind of supports what I've learned throughout the class. This SRSD stages of instruction where they are, discussing it, developing and activating the knowledge, modeling, memorizing, supporting it, and then having independent practice. That's really crucial. That goes back to some of the strategies that I just mentioned in the last, and that's from Harris's article. And then these are just some quotes that I feel like supported the writing strategies from before. Lastly, we have the student achievement, and we see through the writing strategies and within the articles and the writing instruction and all of the techniques and strategies they would have educators use to really give students high quality writing experience and instruction. You see that writing is enhanced. You see that their language skills are improved. You see that their specific genre or writing skills are improved. You see that their independence, their confidence, their creativity is improved. Their ability to defend or provide feedback or to help peers is enhanced whenever they feel comfortable. And this just shows you straight from all the articles that we've read, whenever you give those students experiences within writing, and whenever you pair them with critical pedagogy that is targeted around culturally responsive and really explicit instruction for writing, that's whenever their writing competency increases.